Good day from the office of the mob, Justice Football. Here comes your advocate, Advocate Ndebo. The Confederation of African Football, under His Excellency, the President of CAF, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, have just announced that the African football is back, and it is back with a banger. These are the two most prestigious competition in Africa. This is the CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation, respectively. So the draw is going to happen on this coming Saturday of the 9th of August 2025, and the GMT time is going to be 10 o'clock. Meanwhile, the Central African time is going to be at 12 o'clock there in Tanzania. For the first time in the history, this draw is going to happen in Tanzania as part of embracing the African football. We're talking about the CAF Champions League and both the CAF Confederation football. We are looking on about 62 teams that are going to compete to become the champions of Africa. So the CAF has reduced in terms of the number of teams that needs to go and start on the second preliminary stages, and there's only two teams that are going to start in the second preliminary stages, and all of us, we are going to start on the first preliminary stages. That's only Al Ahly, the African giant and 8 times South African football champions, Mamelodi Sundowns of South Africa, are going to start on the second preliminary stages. So the first preliminary stages is going to happen in the 19th of September 2025, where 60 teams will be drawn this coming Saturday, and they will have 30 best team that will go into the second preliminary stages. That's going to be staged on the date of 17 October 2025, including the 2 teams that will start on the preliminary stages, and the group stages is going to happen on the 23 of November 2025. Meanwhile, the knockout stages is going to happen on the 13th of March 2026. That's all that's going to unfold into the Confederation of African Football. And with that being said, it means that the most important part about this tournament is that this is the last phase stages into the continent, and the best compete with the best, and the winner get an acknowledgement or got a privilege to don a jersey with an addition of a star. So there comes another important aspect, is the issue of FIFA Club World Cup, where best 5 teams within a period of 5 years go and represent the continent of Africa into FIFA Club World Cup. Automatically we have 5 spots as the continent, and the first spot is already taken by the Pyramids, whom they will start on the first preliminary stages, and we are left with 4. Should any of these 4 win the CAF Champions League twice, it means that we'll go into the points calculations method, where we'll be able to calculate which other team is second best in terms of points. As you know, in both CAF Champions League and CAF Confederation, there are points that are being accumulated so that it helps us to do the club ranking in Africa. So number 1, get a certain point. Number 2, semi-finalists, quarterfinals, and the group stages as well, they also accumulate some points there. So it is important for our teams to be able to participate into this prestigious tournament in a yearly basis. Of course, in South Africa, in CAF Champions League, we are looking at Mamelodi Sundowns, whom are the champion, and the runner-up Orlando Pirates. They're going to represent South Africa into the Confederation of African Football. Meanwhile, in CAF Confederations, we are looking on the 3rd runner-up, which is Stellenbosch, and the Nedbank champions Amakhosi to go and represent South Africa into the CAF Confederation Club. And most importantly, it is important for us to note that the registration or the first window period of the CAF and Confederation of African Football have just opened on the 1st of August and is going to close on the 30th of August 2025. Thank you.